Ja, dann gucken wir mal rein. Beim Jeremy, Parfums, die man nicht kaufen sollte. Was er da empfiehlt, oder? Schöner Anzug, schöne Farbe.
Good day, guys. Jeremy Fragrance here. 10 fragrances you shouldn't buy. The first is Prada Carbon Invictus. The second is Azzaro Wanted. Both are easily substituted by the cheaper and better Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. So this would be a better substitute. I write the fragrances in the video description as well as the alternatives. Both are more expensive than this, and this is a no-brainer when it comes to great ladies' reactions. So sexy to the fullest. Alternative, don't get these, rather get Mont Blanc Legend Spirit. Similar fragrance, just better. Another fragrance I don't suggest you to buy is the Millissime Imperial by Creed. I think this is the coolest looking bottle ever.
Die Flasche sieht nice aus.
Possibly. Ja. But if you want to go with Creed, you gotta spend the money. I clearly suggest you go with Aventus. Better compliments and better performance with this fragrance. And you would wear the same fragrance in similar situations, so you can only choose one, so just go with the better one. The next one I would not suggest you to buy is any other concentration of Terre de Hermès.
Sehr guter Duft, sehr guter Duft. Stimmt auch. Ich würde auch nur Eau de Toilette empfehlen.
Besides the Eau de Toilette. The Eau de Toilette Terre de Hermès is a vetiver-based masterpiece, and this one is really good, but all the other ones are easily substituted. And you have to understand, for a good reason, they released this Eau de Toilette version as the first one, because don't be fooled. These guys at the perfume houses, they experiment a lot. They tried this already in an eau de parfum. They tried this already with more vetiver. But in the end, all agreed the best fragrance to the main release. Let's do Terre de Hermès Eau de Toilette. That's how it usually works in the fragrance world. And if it's a huge success, they say, all right, come on.
Ja, stimmt. Es schreibt auch im Chat. Hier hinten beim Jeremy ist immer weit. Ich glaube, es hat was damit zu tun, dass die Schultern zu eng sind und das dann quasi nach hinten gezogen wird. Es kann natürlich auch sein, dass der Kragen zu weit ist. Kann auch sein. Kann auch sein.
Let's do a stronger eau de parfum. Let's do parfum. Let's do another variation. But you always go with the strongest foot first. So for a good reason, stick with the Terre de Hermès Eau de Toilette. Another fragrance I don't suggest you is Prada Carbon, because it's very similar to Dior Sauvage, but Dior Sauvage is longer lasting.
Ist auch schon lange
very much longer lasting. Talking about the Eau de Toilette. I used to also suggest this because it's a little bit less pricey than this, but nowadays you can get a big bottle of this, 200 ml, and depending when you see this video, Dior Sauvage is coming out as a 300 ml version. That will be a big hit, I
300
think. So you can get the Sauvage on the internet pretty cheap nowadays, and you don't need to spend on Sauvage-like fragrances the money anymore. Another fragrance I don't suggest you...
Seht ihr, das ist zu eng. Dieser Bereich hier ist zu eng.
Parfum. I could show you fragrances by Dolce & Gabbana. You know I love the brand. But since this is a soapy-based fragrance, they try to make a little bit of a soapy, spicy, sexy fragrance. I just give you the best soap fragrance for men as an alternative, which would be Prada.
Mich feiert das Parfum gar nicht.
The Prada L'Homme, also nice Italian brand, so we keep it Italian with this. And otherwise, the Dolce & Gabbana family is fantastic. Another one I don't suggest you to buy is the Chanel Allure Sport Colonia. It is really good. It is really, really good. The thing with this one is, it really is a traditional Colonia style, so don't expect anything signature-like. Even Chanel did not manage to make a certain type of a signature cologne with this. Why? There's a Dior Homme cologne. Try out Dior Homme cologne. They're very similar to this one. There's even a fragrance by Mercedes-Benz. I think it's also called cologne, which smells just like it. it doesn't have a lot of signature. So rather stick to one of these two guys, which are much better and also longer lasting. Either the Allure Sport or EXTREM or the original Allure Sport. Much better than the Allure Sport Colonia. The next one, honor where honor belongs, but also the truth has to be spoken. I love Parfums de Mille, but I feel Parfums de Mille is best at doing oriental fragrances. Besides, actually, Sedley is a superstar. Sedley is a total superstar. But this one, for example, Greenlee, I'm not a big fan. I'm also not the biggest fan of Percival, but I am a huge fan of their oriental fragrances. So just almost any other sweet fragrance by Parfums de Mille, just remember, when you go Parfums de Mille, go with one of the heavy hitter oriental fragrances. For those of you who don't know the brand, it's a very expensive luxury brand. I can almost do, how do you say, because they are so heavy. You can go with Pegasus, Leighton, Harrod, Carla.
Ich bin mal gespannt. Davon sollte jetzt zeitnah was ankommen, da bin ich mal drauf gespannt.
Oajan, these fragrances last 12 hours, 15 hours, 19 hours. They are powerful, super expensive ingredients. I love their oriental fragrances, but their fresh ones I'm not the biggest fan of. 2 fragrances left. The Spice Bomb, I don't suggest you to get Spice Bomb. I suggest you to go with Spice Bomb Extreme, because Spice Bomb Extreme is longer lasting.
Hey Marc, kannst du einen Oud-Duft empfehlen? Also, wenn du wirklich original Oud haben möchtest, dann nimm am besten Zafar mit Z oder Ceylon mit C. C-E-Y.
While being smoother. That's disappointing that this fragrance, although it's more sharp and more attention-grabbing technically in its fragrance profile, does actually not last as long as this. So just save your money and buy this one. Here in the original Spice Bomb, they exaggerate the pepper note very much. Here it's a bit tamed and overwhelmed by a coat of vanilla. And this one is much cooler, much better. It's the better Spice Bomb. It's the best Spice Bomb. This is my favorite winter fragrance. All right, and the last one. I wanted to show you this one, but actually it's so good. I'm not going to do it, because the last one I was thinking, because it sounds good, 10 fragrances, but I was really thinking.
Alcat ist auch ein sehr guter Oud-Duft, ja. Aber da muss man schon Oud mögen.
They are pretty good, these fragrances, because I don't put trash in here. Also, the ones that I showed you not to buy are also great and better than most fragrances. I wanted to show you Issey Miyake, but it's such a legend. It's so unique. It's so good. No, let's not do it. No. Issey Miyake is thumbs up, guys. As an alternative, I wanted to show you Guerlain Colonia, because it's 2 days creative, long-lasting summer fragrance. Because this, I feel, is not long-lasting anymore since it's reformulated.
Osan stellt gerade eine gute Frage. Welches Parfum würdest du nicht empfehlen? Also ich, aus meiner Parfum-Kollektion hasse ich die Coffee Break Collection von Xerchow. Feiere ich absolut null. Was mag ich noch nicht? Ich möchte jetzt niemanden quasi das Herz brechen. John Paul Welton. Ich habe immer Angst, was zu sagen, weil ich meine, das ist kein abstrakter Name, so wie Xerchow, sondern John Paul Welton ist halt sein Name. Das sind tolle Designerdüfte, aber es ist halt nicht mein Vibe. Ich kann mir vorstellen, wenn ich Leuten, die nichts mit Düften zu tun haben, John Paul Welton zeige, die werden das sehr mögen. Ne? Zum Beispiel iCrimex, der, sag ich mal, der trägt einfach Düfte so mäßig, ne? Aber der zum Beispiel hat John Paul Welton. Das ist ein gutes Parfum, aber überhaupt nicht meins. Oh, welches ich auch überhaupt nicht mag, ist dieses Aramabile. Dieses letzte Xerchow, was rausgekommen ist. In dieser, so eine coole Flasche. Das soll nach Apfel riechen, nach grünem Apfel. Das riecht überhaupt nicht nach grünem Apfel. Ich sage euch noch was. Diesen Duft hier für Frauen. Teint de Neige. Auch wenn es der meistverkaufte Damenduft ist. Überhaupt. Ich feiere ihn null. Ich mag ihn null. Ich finde, der riecht nicht gut. Furchtbar.